quite sure you have read them all up to this point. I will, however, give you my real-world accounts on the subject matter. Specifically, the contrast between my time as both a Massachusetts and Vermont resident. While living in Vermont, I was a law enforcement officer. I have first-hand experience of crime and what objects are used in their commissions. As you may be aware, Vermont has few laws regarding firearms above and beyond federal regulation. I can count on one hand, leaving 4 fingers empty, the number of crimes involving firearms I responded to while a law enforcement officer there. There were, however, no lack of violent crimes. Firearms were not an issue in nearly any of those incidents. Why is this, you may ask? To me, it was quite simple. In Vermont, you could bet that the average citizen, at a minimum, had a shotgun or a rifle either in their house or in their vehicle at any given time. Considering there are no requirements concerning concealed carry in Vermont, there were likely a much higher number of citizens that were carrying a firearm on their person on a daily basis. Now, many talking heads would have you believe that the average citizen having such objects on their person within easy reach would lead to complete anarchy in the streets. I can assure you, however, this was not the case. In fact, Vermonters, as some of you are probably quite aware, are quite courteous and tend to keep to themselves for the most part. Now let's talk about the flip side of the coin. As a resident of Massachusetts, I nearly have to be a legal scholar to attempt to even interpret the myriad of firearms laws and regulations. Just the process of getting my license to carry required considerable research on my part. Why is this? Are Massachusetts residents any less trustworthy than Vermonters? I certainly don't think so. Why then make it so difficult? Once one has jumped through all the necessary hoops to be a licensed firearms owner in Commonwealth, there are even more hurdles. At this point, it was back to research. What firearm can I own? Was it made before a certain date? Are the magazines in compliance? The list goes on and on. And if the new firearms owner doesn't happen to know each and every gray area of these laws, they become a felon. So the question is, do all of these laws and regulations equate to lower crime? The answer is simply no. I am close friends with members of law enforcement in Massachusetts and can tell you they deal with far more firearms-related crime than I did as my time as a police officer. So why make it so difficult for the average citizen if criminals simply ignore any and all laws that don't suit them? Politics and ideology is why. The Constitution of this great country is explicit in its description of the right of the people to keep and bear arms. That is the way it should remain. More good people being armed equates to lower crime. This has been proven time and time again. Areas with less restrictive firearms laws see lower violent crime rates, and those with more stringent laws are the opposite. I recommend we take a hard look at what these laws truly accomplish, unintentionally making criminals out of otherwise